Good morning, good morning. Welcome to 4x8 Paper Stuff. This is Beth. We are in day 12? 12 of our Pilgrims Passage 1620. The letter is G, and I gave myself the word gravy as a prompt. But first, I have got to get a handle on all this ephemera and how far behind I am. I have stuff from Ohio when my sister and I went up there at the beginning of November. I have stuff from my husband's birthday. I have stuff from when he bought a new car. Well, a used car. I have, it's a 2-year-old car. Well, it's a 2-year-old car, but it has hardly any mileage on it because it was a lease car and it has like 12,000 miles on a 2-year-old car with a really good engine. So, yeah, it was meant to be. But and today he spent all day vacuuming out his old car, my new car, so that it would not have as many dog germs all over it. So anyhow, I am working furiously in my Hobonichi. I'm watching football. This is football weekend in the United States. I'm organized everything by date and category. Like I have a bunch of labels and stuff that I've been putting on a couple blank pages. That was an onion label, but as one does, I ran out of room on that page, so I'm starting another page. But I'm putting I put everything in a Ziploc that was at the beach, and I brought it home knowing because I didn't even take my Hobonichi back with me when we went for these last 2 weeks. I knew I wasn't going to work on it, and I was just like, the least amount of weight I have to carry, the better. So I got a good handle on a bunch of ephemera, and everything goes in here. Receipts, candy wrappers, stickers that say namaste on them with sloths, um, the labels from the pumpkin pie can from when I made my first pumpkin pie. I've only made one, I know. Usually by now I've had like 3. Pumpkin pie is my all-time favorite pie. Whipped cream and some pumpkin pie is my favorite all-time pie. But I saved the label last year. I saved the label this year. So there's labels from pumpkin pie stuff in my Hobonichis maybe 2 or 3 years in a row. But that's okay. I don't like going to Hobby Lobby, but I did. Hobby Lobby, I do not follow their political views. Anyhow, that's here nor there. Sometimes you just go to Hobby Lobby. Especially when your Myrtle Beach does not have a yes, they do have a Michaels. They don't have a Joann's. But the Michaels is pitiful. So I printed out a few things. This is from when we went to Georgetown. And it was just a gorgeous day. We had a gorgeous lunch. I printed out some words. I printed out some flowers from what we saw that day. My old car. The lunch we had when we finally got to have lunch at 4 o'clock after we bought that stupid car. Oh my God, it took forever to get that car done. That was torture. But anyhow, it's in the Hobonichi, and I needed a tip in here, so I just grabbed some paper. Now I wish I hadn't grabbed this one. You'll see why. Keep in mind, the prompt is gravy. But we're getting there. We're getting there. So I added a little bit of a tip in with some washi tape. My car. I really do miss my car, but it's okay. It's okay. It's a car. I don't drive it that much anymore. I don't work, so I drive to Hobby Lobby every once in a while. I drive to Michael's. I drive to the beach. That's kind of the extent of my driving. Anyhow, not that much. The lady that was our salesperson was making fun of me because I had like 7 registrations from the well, not 7. I've only had it for like 5 years. But I had a bunch of registrations, so she gave them all to me. So I put one in there, which is that. And then the little label from the appraisal that they gave me for my car. Fish or shrimp tacos from Dirty Don's was where we ate later. They have the best Bloody Marys I've ever had. They put pickles, they put green olives, they put lime, they put, it's like a shrimp, they put all kinds of stuff. It's like a meal and a Bloody Mary, which is awesome. But that thing right there is a chart that I'm doing, an old-fashioned sailor in cross stitch that I made the pattern up myself, thanks to an app. But uh, I'm trying to work on it, but it's very hard working on it in my phone. Anyhow, I'm struggling, but I'm getting there. If I finish it and turns out, I'll let you know, and I'll show you. But anyhow, this was a picture that I took one day last week when the sky was just spectacular, but it was all shining on the water. The water was flat. Um, so that was that. Now I've got a ton of stuff from Ohio. But this poor thing is so fat. But anyhow, so today the prompt I gave myself is gravy. And I go back to this paper because I'm like, oh, it looks like, swirls in gravy, sort of. I think this is where I was practicing architecture drawing, that I took a class from, oh dear, somebody online. And I really enjoyed that class, but that was a practice. I was like, well, it's the color of gravy. It's got swirls on it, even though they're supposed to be like domes in Greek architecture, um, or filigree in Greek architecture, but that's okay. It's fun. It's a different color than I've been using so far. And I like it. And it's the color of my gravy if I make gravy correctly. I rarely make gravy correctly. My mom was a pro at gravy. I miss that. But it is what it is. You gotta do what you got. She wasn't good at making journals, so there, we're even. Um, but anyhow, I added a little bit of stuff to this. But that's the foundation page. And yes, I'm really getting away from Nick Bantock now, but it's okay. It's okay, Beth. It's okay. It's all right. So I used my Stabilos just because I've missed this black one so much, even though I had it the whole time, didn't realize it. That wouldn't be the first time or the last time I do something silly like that, but that's okay. Um, so I just outline my gravy swirls, and I add mashed potatoes, carrots, and I'm thinking maybe the shoreline of uh, Plymouth Rock may have had blueberry bushes, so I added a little. Oh no, it was cranberries. I add, but then I also added a little metallic because when your gravy's hot, it's kind of glistens, right? Or if it has a lot of grease in it, or butter, or cream, sometimes it kind of glistens. So I did add a couple little colors here and there, but this was fun. I didn't want it to necessarily scream gravy, and unless I hadn't written the word gravy in teeny tiny letters, which I'm doing right now, you wouldn't know it was gravy. Uh, but this is just, here comes some carrots, even though that's not supposed to be in your gravy. But sometimes people mix. I'm sure Anthony Bourdain would have put all of these things in a mixer and kind of thickened his gravy with a little bit of cranberry, a little bit of carrots, a little bit of, and then you put it over your mashed potatoes, right? Right. So, a lot of fun. A lot of fun. Helps the imagination. I had to do a voiceover today because there are two teenagers here, and they have just like taken over this tiny little house. And so I am hiding, watching football, and I did my video before they woke up, and I did it quietly, and then I knew I was going to have to edit it late this afternoon, which it is late this afternoon. It's towards the end of a football game, which is very close. Come on, Ohio State. My cousin is dying. I sent him a text. I'm like, good luck, Ohio State. I think he went to Ohio State, actually. I don't know. Anyhow, so this was fun. Here comes some butter and grease in my gravy, or cream. Let's call it cream, not grease, Beth. So anyhow, this was a lot of fun, and that's what all of this is supposed to be about, just fun. Here comes a little bit of maybe some blueberries. I don't know, but not in the gravy, but maybe on the side. So yes, a lot of fun. Or was this the mashed potatoes? I can't tell if that's blue or white. I think it's white. It might be the mashed potatoes. They're a little thick. Anyhow, fun times, fun journaling, fun community, hopefully fun football. They have 3 minutes to go. Oh, they got to get 3 more points. Anyhow, a lot of fun. A lot of fun has been had today. Our granddaughter had a lot of fun. She's had some a lot of upheaval in her life. A lot of it self-imposed. But at 13, sometimes you don't know what's the best for you. And that's kind of where she's at. So we're just hoping she gets through it okay. Thanks for watching. I'll see you all tomorrow. Bye.